Hello everyone and welcome you all once again to Maths by Gurpreet Sekho. So far we have done exercise 6.1 in which we have studied the rate of change of some different functions. In the second exercise, that is 6.2, our major topic which is to be covered is increasing and decreasing functions. Alright? Firstly, we will know what are increasing and decreasing functions, and then we will proceed towards the example. So let's start without wasting even a second. Increasing and decreasing functions. For example, firstly, suppose a function fx is equals to x square. Now this is looking like an equation of a parabola because you have studied the parabola or these kind of shapes in your 11th standard. So we will plot a graph, a very rough graph of parabola. In fact, we will draw a parabola. Now this is origin. Okay, now if we move from left to right, we are seeing that the graph is decreasing the value of x. Of course, this is the graph for value of x. The value of x is decreasing for all the real numbers that are less than 0, because on the negative x-axis it is decreasing. But when we move further, when x becomes greater than 0, the value of x begins to increase. So for all of the values of less than 0, the function will be known as a decreasing function. For all the values that are greater than 0, the function will be known as an increasing function. Right? This is a very simple definition which is sufficient for you guys to know what are increasing and decreasing functions. Alright, so there are 2 or 3 remarks or rules which are to be used in order to find if a function is increasing or decreasing. We will learn that rules, and then I will tell you some of the simple remarks which you can use to find the function if the function is increasing or decreasing. Firstly, our very first remark is that a function will be increasing. So before that, consider a function f that is a real valued function. Alright, f as a real valued function, consider. Now f will be increasing in R if for x1 less than x2, f of x1 will be less than is equals to f of x2. Now I will just make it more clear to you, where x1, x2 are of course belonging to real numbers. For example, consider a function that is 7x. Choose two values, two real numbers, 2 and 3, such that x1 is less than 2. It means 2 is less than 3. Now put it in the function. 7 of 2 is less than 7 of 3. That is also true. 14 is less than 21. It means this function is increasing. Or if the function's value is coming out to be equal, even then the function is known as increasing function. Alright, this is how this information can be deciphered very simply. Now the second one is how a function is strictly increasing. It's very easy. Just remove the is equals to sign from this inequality, then the function is known to be strictly increasing. It means this function is strictly increasing because it is not coming out to be equal to f of x2. Alright, this function is strictly increasing. Let's move to the strictly decreasing part. Now, when a function is strictly decreasing or simply decreasing, we'll do the both cases simultaneously. We can do. Okay, for example, the condition is x1 is less than equal to, but function's value of x1 will be greater than function's value of x2 in the case of decreasing, and in the case of strictly decreasing, in the case of decreasing here it will be equal to, and in the case of strictly decreasing here it will be greater than sign only. Strictly decreasing. Now let's again suppose a function, let it be minus of 7x. Again consider 2 and 3. Now 2 is less than 3. First condition is satisfied that x1 is less than x2. Now fill it in the function. What will you get? Minus of 14 and minus of 21, and minus of 14 is greater than minus of 21. So this function is strictly decreasing function because f of x1 comes out to be greater than f of x2. It is a strictly decreasing function. There can be some functions, the value of function will be greater than or equal to the value of function for x2, then those functions will be known as decreasing functions. Alright, this is very easy trick to find if a function is increasing or decreasing. However, there are three other remarks or two other remarks I must say which must be followed by a function to be a strictly increasing or decreasing function. Let's discuss those and then let's proceed to the examples. Now for the other remarks, consider a function f which is defined in an open interval a and b. Okay, so for this f will be strictly increasing in AB if f dash x will be greater than 0 for each x belonging to a comma b. What does it mean? F will be strictly increasing only when f of dash x, f dash of x will be greater than 0. It means the differentiation of that function will be greater than 0. But how? When we will substitute any value from the interval that will be given in the sum, the function's value after differentiating it must be greater than 0 in order to make that function a strictly increasing function. In most of the sum or in almost all of the sums, this remark is being followed. Firstly, we will differentiate the function and then we will see by putting one value from the given interval in the sum to that function in that function's differentiation, and then we will find if that value is coming out to be greater than 0 or less than 0. Then we can determine whether the function is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Now for the strictly decreasing remark, it will be strictly decreasing in AB if f dash x is coming out to be less than 0 for each x belonging to a and b. Literally same definition, but the thing is the function's value on substituting one value from the given interval after differentiation must be less than 0 in order to make that function a decreasing function. Alright, so these were the remarks and definitions of increasing and decreasing functions. I hope you have understood this video very carefully because in the next video we will be doing our examples of increasing and decreasing functions. So this video is very much mandatory for those who are new to increasing and decreasing functions concept. So thanks for watching. We will surely meet in my next video, and till then, bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. So you can send me your queries, you can DM them on my Insta which is given in the description. Okay, so bye bye, happy practicing.